Hello there, culés, and welcome back to the Undefeated channel. In today's episode of Wake Up and Barça, we're going to be discussing Barcelona's 4-0 win over Athletic Club. We'll be going over all the match stats, get a nice overview, and then we will jump over and get into the good, the bad, the Barça, and give out the mustache man of the match. Again, a nice review from Barcelona's 4-0 win over Athletic Club, and then maybe, because I know we can't help ourselves, conversation will turn to Champions League. We got Bayern Munich on Wednesday, so we'll talk a little bit about it, but we are going to do a full match preview on Wednesday, so I'm going to try to hold back on that. Anyway, I digress. We're mostly going to be covering the good, the bad, the Barça from Barcelona 4-0 over Athletic Club. Before we get to that, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation as we go over the results. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, show your love and support for the channel. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Sorry. Hi. I was fixing the camera angle on the TikTok feed here. Again, we've got TikTok live. Welcome, everybody. We've got YouTube live. Welcome, everyone here. Stash Squad and everyone else. If you have not done so, subscribe to the channel, my friends. This is the time to do it. Barcelona. Good things happening. Anyway, folks. Barcelona. Athletic Club. I see no reason to waste time. Let's go ahead and jump right in to the match overview. Of course, 4-0. Goals from Ousmane Dembele, Sergi Roberto, Robert Lewandowski, and Ferran Torres to close things out. 3 in the first half, 1 in the second half. A significantly slower second half. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the good, the bad, and the Barça. But 4-0 win. Barcelona back at it. We had 10 shots, 7 of them are on target, 66% possession, 669 passes, 89% passing accuracy. I always comment that Barcelona look for 90, 91%. When it dips below that, you see a little bit of a difference in performance. And I'll tell you what, in the first half, I bet you that was above 90. I bet you. Anyway, 7 fouls, 2 yellow cards for the Blaugrana, 4 times offside, only 1 corner, which was significant. I think that had a lot to do with the fact that we were actually getting our shots on target this time. Very often we'll see 18 shots, 3 on target, 21 shots, 4 on target. So the 10 shots with 7 on target and only 1 corner, that means we're putting shots on frame. That means we're being composed with our possession and we're actually doing something with it. Love to see that. So again, 4-0 from the Blaugrana. I'll pause for just, to make a mistake, apparently is what I'll do. Anyway, I'm going to pause. I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say my hellos to the Stash Squad, get your thoughts on the match before we jump in to the good, the bad, and the Barça. Again, we've got opportunity here for some players' first times in some of these award categories. So we'll see. I don't want to give any spoilers. Anyway. I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to get your initial thoughts. I'm going to say hello to the Stash Squad. Drop the thumbs up. Click those hearts. And then we'll get into the good, the bad, and the Barça right after that. Man, I got to move this a little bit. I think I hit my monitor, which is why everything's a little bit out of whack here. Anyway, good morning to you all, or good afternoon. I'm all out of sorts. So today has been a long day. Just going to be real with y'all. Today's been a very long day for me. Anyway, I see we got my Stash Mod Ayush in here. Thank you for resetting the counter. Rightfully so. Mistakes galore already. We got Royson O'Reilly in the house. It's 9 p.m. Well, good evening to you. A little Barça before bed for Royson here. Dimitar, hello. Forza Barça from Sweden, hello and welcome. Harry from England, what's up, brother? Mario says, I hope somehow Inter lose to Pulsen. Fingers crossed, but it's at the San Siro. I don't have high hopes. We talked a little bit about that on the Engine Room podcast with me, Buga Luis, and Pablo Wolves Blanco. Make sure you check that out. Engine Room podcast on YouTube, as well as Spotify. weekly podcast. Like I said, me, Buga, Pablo, talking all things football, not just Barcelona. So check that out. That is available and I think going to be posted here very soon. Just recorded an episode this morning. Anyway, Fox Gaming says that just proves Ferran should start over Dembele. What? Maybe I missed something. I'm not sure how you landed on that. Not sure about that. What else? Mark Levinson, hello sir, says, let's just accept that we're going to Europa League and then it's officially happened and we won't be sad. We'll see. Apparently everyone wants to talk Champions League already. But before we get to that, before we get into Champions League conversation, and I was hoping we were going to wait till Wednesday, but that's fine. We don't have to bask in the glory of our win. We can immediately make ourselves sad if we really want to, guys. We can do that. Anyway, before we get to all that, let's jump in and discuss the good, the bad, and the Barça from Barcelona's 4-0 win over Athletic Club. And of course, as always, we start with what was good about the match. And there was a lot good. There was a lot good about this match. First of all, 4-0 win. Appreciate that. Second of all, Xavi tweaking the formation, tweaking the lineup a little bit. Was it a 4-2-2-2? Was it a 4-2-3-1? Not sure. It was very fluid. It was very customized to fit the personnel. Xavi handpicked the starting 11, said, you go here, you go here, you go there. Made it work. Well defended, stopped the counterattack for Athletic Club, created the counterattack for Barcelona. Xavi getting it right. Love to see it. Ferran Torres on the score sheet again. This time from the number 9 position, coming in for Lewandowski late in the match. Barcelona, very slow second half. Ferran Torres came on, provided a little bit of a spark, got himself a goal. But the good box for this match goes to none other than Ter Stegen, getting his 6th clean sheet at home, still yet to concede at the Camp Nou. Unreal from Ter Stegen. And this is with injuries to Araujo, to Jules Koundé, and others. This is with a patchwork defense the last few matches in front of Ter Stegen, still getting clean sheets at home. Love to see it. So for that, he gets the good box. Switching gears a little bit over to what was bad about the match. Wasn't a lot to pick on here. So a couple of things. One, Roberto going down injured. I know right off the bat, some of you I saw on Twitter were like, oh yeah, just stay injured. No big deal. We won't miss you. Poor reaction from some of you, I'll say. Outside of that, we are going to miss Roberto, even though he's not who we want at right back. He's better than nobody. He's better than some of the alternatives if we didn't have him there. So for me, I think Roberto will end up being missed. He apparently is going to be out until December, which means he's not going to be back until after the World Cup. So bummer for Sergio Roberto. But speaking of injuries, Gavi, who reportedly is okay, he's not going to be out long term, took quite a shot to the junk from Danny Garcia. Not only on that, before I circle back to Gavi, but Danny Garcia also went after Pedri. It was back to back, just headhunting our youngsters. So for those reasons, Danny Garcia gets the bad box. Speaking about Gavi specifically, it was a filthy challenge. Gavi was off balance, head down, running forward, already being pushed from behind, and then Danny Garcia just lines up his knee in such a way that he didn't have to go forward with force. He just had to place his knee in the right spot for Gavi to go slamming into it. A direct collision changes Gavi's family plans, perhaps for the future. Either way, shortly after, takes a hack at Pedri as well. I think Danny Garcia a little jealous, a little bit of envy, seeing the Golden Boys coming up for Barcelona, for the Spanish national team. Maybe Danny Garcia thinking, oh, that coulda, woulda, shoulda been me. I see you, Danny Garcia. I see you, and you get in the bad box, sir, for your challenges, your dirty challenges on our youngsters, Gavi and Pedri. Get in the box. With that out of the way, change our tune. Back to the positives. Let's discuss what was Barça about the match. This one should be pretty clear-cut, my friends. No curveballs here. I'm giving this one to Lewandowski. Very impressive performance. We, again, discussed Lewandowski and his legacy earlier today on the Engine Room podcast. Me, Pablo Bugo Luis. Check that out on Spotify, on YouTube, Monday morning podcast. Anyway, I digress. Lewandowski getting a golazo. Before that, getting an assist, setting up Dembele. We're seeing goals. We're seeing assists. We're seeing top performances from Lewandowski. The question is, will he keep it up against some of the top clubs? We've got one coming up on Wednesday. I know, can't help it. Talking about Champions League and Bayern Munich already. Can't help but talk about it, folks. Focus, John. Focus. The mustache man of the match, my friends. This goes to none other than Ousmane Dembele. Good sirs. For the first time ever, Dembele has scored a header for Barcelona in La Liga, and for the first time ever, he gets himself the mustache man of the match. Opening goal, and then a hat trick of assists set up all the goals after his opener for Barcelona's 4-1 victory. The assists have been raining in for Dembele. He has, I think, 15 in the calendar year of 2022, only behind Lionel Messi and Kevin De Bruyne. An incredible calendar year for Dembele. We will celebrate him. We will acknowledge this performance and give him the mustache man of the match for his performance carrying Barcelona, shredding Athletic Club in a 4-0 victory. Well done for Barcelona. Well done, Dembele. I will now turn to the chat. Get your thoughts, get your reactions to the good, the bad, and the Barca. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What are your thoughts, my friends? I want to hear from you. I'm going to turn to the chat. But if you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments. What would you change? What would you keep? Let me know your opinions. TikTok as well. All right. What do we think, folks? Achi says, not Dembele? How is it not Dembele? I don't understand. I thought everyone would be in agreement there. Harry says, let's stay positive. I'm sure people talking about Bayern. Mark said, Yep, everyone in the chat is talking about Bayern Munich. Sitting here trying to do a match review of Athletic Club, and Barcelona fans, we don't want to celebrate the victory. We just want to turn immediately to Champions League. Folks. I love y'all so much. We're trying to stay positive. We're pretty much going to Europa League, okay? Outside of a miracle from Victoria Plzen going into the San Siro and getting a point, outside of that happening, we're going to Europa League. If Inter win, it's done. Mathematically, we are out. We're going to Europa League. That's all that it takes. So why set ourselves up for failure? Let's just take a deep breath and out. It's okay if we go to Europa League. Life will go on, all right? Listen, perhaps Barcelona just decided it's unfinished business. That's still one trophy that Barcelona does not have. We were knocked out by Frankfurt, who had 2 home matches against us. So maybe Barcelona just thinking we got unfinished business coming back to Europa League. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the case. Who knows? We will be doing a match preview, of course, on Wednesday. But before that happens, I'm going to announce right here live when I pull this up. Hang on. Special announcement, folks. I'm going back on Bayern Now. That's going to be happening tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. He invited me on for a little match preview. We're going to have to discuss the way he's been treating the culés and his horrendously mean, terrorizing videos, taking off his shirt, celebrating our losses. Not cool, George. We're going to be discussing that and more on the Bayern Now channel. That's going to be happening again tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you hop over to George's channel, subscribe so you can see him take off his shirt, I guess. I don't know. And whatever else George does. I'm just teasing you, of course. Great content over there covering Bayern Munich football. Check him out. I'll be on the channel tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. And then we will be live for Wake Up and Barca on Wednesday, like I mentioned. And that will be before the live match, which is happening at 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Again, convert that for your time zone, whenever it may be. I know we got culés watching from all over the world, so convert that for your time zone. We'll be live, my friends. Barcelona, like I said, have to get a win. No other options. Have to get a win against Bayern. And then Inter, we need Victoria Pilsen to do anything besides lose. I mean, it's not going to happen. What happened in the first match? Let's scroll up. 2-0 at home, 20th minute, 70th minute, and a red card. You know, not great. Let's look at some of the stats. 28% possession. It's not good. It's not looking good, folks. I can tell you that. It's not looking good. That's okay. Here's what could happen, okay? Here's a little silver lining. Here's a positive perspective for culés going into Champions League. We perform well against Bayern. We get a win. We come out with 3 points. Inter Milan also win. So what? It is what it is. We go into Europa League, but then we play Victoria Pilsen in November. We have a nice match. We go down to Europa League, and then we win Europa League. How about that? And it's going to be against good competition, too. We'll be playing teams like Arsenal, Man United, Atletico Madrid, probably Juventus, maybe someone like a Liverpool. If not Liverpool, then Ajax will be in there. There's going to be some big names. So it'll be some good football. I have the perspective that wherever Barcelona play, it's an opportunity for beautiful football to be on display. So I'm excited just for the opportunity to watch them. Champions League or Europa League. We're not there yet, folks. We're not Champions League winners. So whether it's getting knocked out in the group stage or getting knocked out in the quarterfinals, we're not Champions League contenders yet. So it was going to happen one way or another, my friends. Okay? So it'll be okay. It will be okay. I promise. All right? But since we're talking about it, early prediction for Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know if I should do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. Early prediction, Barcelona hosting Bayern Munich. The first match didn't go our way, but you know what? We had a lot of chances. If we would have converted, that match would have gone a lot differently. We're getting some players back from injury. We're not fully fit yet. We're still missing Araujo. We're still missing Christensen. We're still missing Memphis. But I believe that we have some players in good form. Players like Dembele, players like Lewandowski, players like Pedri and Gavi. And I think we can get the win at home. I'm going to go Barcelona 3-2 in an exciting match at the Camp Nou. We get the 3 points that we need, but also Victoria Pilsen lose and we go down to Europa League. So, I'm trying to think how I'm going to feel about that. It's a good news, bad news situation for Barcelona. I think we'll get the win, but at the end of the 90 minutes, I think we'll also know that we're going into Europa League. So I think we do it with our heads held high, a strong performance, and a victory over Bayern Munich. Lock it in, my friends. Lock it in. That's my prediction. Scoreline-wise, ooh, that's a good one, actually. Or who's going to get the goals, I should say. I think we're going to get goals from Lewandowski, Pedri, and Dembele. 3-2. Lock it in. Victory for Barcelona. Count it. We'll take it. That's what I'm thinking, folks. 3-2 for Barca. Hard-fought victory. Yeah. I think that'll be good. We'll be all right. What do we think, folks? Quick predictions. We're going to do a full preview on Wednesday, like I said. Plus, I'll be on George's channel, Bayern Now, tomorrow morning at 11. So plenty of conversation still yet to be had. But what do we think? Early predictions, folks. Early predictions. Theophilus saying Barca win 4-1. Ooh, okay. Fox Gaming also says 3-2 Barca. Late goal from Lewandowski. Would love to see it. Achi Shot says, what was the... What was the GD rule taken away? I don't know what that means. What else? Oh, man. Forza Barca, it says, if Inter lose, it will be crazy. yeah, if Inter lose or draw, it comes down to the last match. It'll be Barcelona against Victoria Plzen. It'll be Inter against Bayern. But what will make it particularly tough if we do get to that stage where Barcelona is still alive in the last day, Bayern will have already been qualified, which means they can just put out a B squad, a C squad if they want, against Inter Milan. Who knows what the results will then be, but I'm hoping that if we do get to that point, if some miracle happens and Victoria Plzen get a point or better against Inter Milan, if that happens, then I would hope that Bayern Munich would put out a strong team, right? Just to be competitive, just to make it interesting. But I don't know if they do us that favor. I'm not sure if that would occur or not. I'm seeing a lot of 2-0 votes on TikTok here. Again, I appreciate y'all. I've been seeing the hearts go raining in. Looks like we're already over 1,000 likes. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, consider checking out the YouTube channel. If you want the full experience, swipe over, click the link in my bio. Takes you over to the Undefeated Mustache John YouTube channel. And I'll see you there, my friends. With that out of the way, YouTube, smash those likes. Gets the algorithm going. Easiest way to show your love and support for the channel. Ayush putting in the 2-1 victory prediction for Barcelona. Jay saying we hype the wrong players like Pedri and Gavi. What are you talking about? What do you mean we're hyping the wrong players? I don't know. Sounds like you're just being negative there, Jay. I don't know if you have any strong arguments for why we shouldn't be hyping Pedri and Gavi. Sorry, my man. Sorry, bruh. Fabrice, how we doing, sir, says, I can't give prediction before Wednesday morning. Okay, you got to wake up, feel the energy in the room. I get it. I definitely get it. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, folks. Some people have unreasonable expectations. They think if we're not winning Champions League, then the team is trash. That Gavi should be sold off. That Pedri should be let go. That Xavi should be fired. No, relax. Think where we were last year. We're still in the rebuilding phase. Just because some people got a little bit ahead of where we are in terms of expectations doesn't mean that we throw out everything, that it's all garbage, you know? Because it doesn't have to be so hot and cold. It doesn't have to be so dramatic in our response. When Barca win, oh, we're the best team in the world. All the memes making fun of Madrid and Barcelona are back. And then we lose and it's, oh, fire Xavi. Sell everybody. Dembele's trash. Pedri's trash. Ter Stegen's trash. It doesn't have to be so dramatic, folks. It can just be, well, that was a slip up on our way towards rebuilding. Well, that was a little step backwards in terms of progress, but we continue to move forward. Where's the practical reasoning, folks? Where's the big picture perspective? Calma, culés. Calma. Por favor, mi amigos. Anyway, folks, I'm just saying. Ay. No problem, y'all. It's just doesn't need to be that aggressive. That's all I'm saying. Folks. Anyway, we talked about the good, the bad, and the Barça from Athletic Club. If you haven't done so already, please get your comments in the chat. Mark says, John, that's what I always wanted to say. Those fans are just Twitter or kids. They can't see that everyone can't play good every game. It happens. Goal differential, Achi. Okay, sorry. Circling back to that. And hello, Connor. I see you in the chat, brother. We're it's not goal differential anymore in Champions League. It goes head to head. So if we're even on points with Inter Milan at the end of this, because they beat us in their home match and we drew our home match, we have no way of going through if we're level on points, unfortunately. So, with that out of the way, folks, I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode, but I'm going to get out of here. We'll have more content coming out on the channel, of course. check out the Engine Room podcast with me, Booga Luis, and Pablo. The Engine Room on YouTube, the Engine Room on Spotify, weekly podcast, Monday morning talking all things football. Check out the full episodes, check out the clips. Make sure you tune in to this channel, The Undefeated Mustache John, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for live Barcelona news on Wake Up and Barça, plus all the Barcelona matches, including this Wednesday, Barcelona taking on Bayern Munich in the Champions League. We got the live watch-along coming up. Come hang out with us before kickoff. We'll talk preview and predictions and more, all here on the Undefeated channel. So one more time, thank you very much for those watching on TikTok. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Drop a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us when we're live. Go out there and have positive interactions, high fives and hugs for whoever wants them. And I'll see you all next time right here on the Undefeated channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.